talking about love connections at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. You're watching The Dawn Show. Thanks for being with us. Want to introduce, bring in on the conversation, Emily Oosterhout, who's here from the Philadelphia Museum of Art. And did I say it right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Oosterhout. I love your name. It's an awesome name. Oosterhout. Yeah, it's a Dutch name.
It is a Dutch name.
So tell me about the love connection. We're talking about Wednesday nights, yes, which a lot of people don't realize. The Philadelphia Museum of Art is now open later on Wednesday nights.
Yes, till 8:45 on Wednesdays. It's pay what you wish, which is wonderful. So we always have a variety of engaging programs. We have games in the galleries, which range from chess to puzzles to anything, so people can kind of sit down, kind of be in a different environment, look at some art, maybe do a game. We always have sketching. We have music in the galleries sometimes. So this one time we had a program with Dr. Sketchy's Anti-Art School, and they brought in models, and they were dressed like Game of Thrones, and we had over 150 people in the Arms and Armor Gallery, which you love.
Yes.
And at the very end, these two models, they were actually boyfriend and girlfriend in real life. He got down on one knee and proposed to her in front of all of these people. Aww. It was so wonderful. We had no idea it was coming. It was awesome.
And now can they get married at the museum?
Yeah, why not? Sure.
I know you don't have many weddings, but I know my friend Ed and Lynn Snyder just got married last February. It was a very romantic gathering, but it's such a beautiful place.
Yes, it is such a beautiful place.
And Friday nights too is more of a singles night, right?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely see a lot of couples coming to Friday night, but also a lot of singles are there too to enjoy the entertainment.
And so Friday night is entertainment. You got a little wine action going on.
Yeah, and we have that on Wednesdays as well. We have some wine and beer, some little nibbles there that you can have. We really are trying to get the Great Stair Hall and the galleries activated, which is wonderful. And then on Fridays, we have kind of more of the Great Stair Hall is really where the performances happen. And I believe the first floor is open. So there are gallery tours going on as well.
What do you love, Emily? What do you love about the Museum of Art and where it is right now with these different programs?
Mm-hmm. I grew up in Philadelphia, and I also visited the museum from a young age. But I feel like the museum right now is just really going through, like we have a lot of energy right now. We're really focusing on our visitors and what's going to be most engaging to a wide variety of visitors. So families, young people in like the 18 to 35 kind of bracket, as well as, parents, grandparents, people through all parts of life, and really designing programs that respond to those different age groups and what their needs are. So Wednesdays, we're seeing a lot of younger folks just kind of like relaxing, strolling through the galleries, hanging out, having a drink. Fridays, we have this some really premier entertainment in the Great Stair Hall. Mm-hmm. So I feel like everyone can find their own niche at the museum, and a time of the week that works for their schedule, that works for their interest.
And I think it's a great building, even if you're there.
Absolutely.
And then you go out, and of course you have to the Rocky statue. Of course, you got to run the steps, every once in a while, but it's this beautiful, sort of Greek, gorgeous building with this view of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, for you, it's a dream come true to work there, right, Claire?
It's incredible, yeah. Being a visual artist and then getting to just walk away from my desk and step into the galleries and just see some amazing art it's incredible. It's wonderful.
But do you find that people love, even on a beautiful day, they'll go out? I know this is with the kids, because you're along the river, so there's so much if you feel like they want to run around outside on the grounds, which are beautiful, and then come in. It's just that it extends outward, and I love that about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We have the sculpture garden, which is really wonderful, and then of course the Rocky steps. That's what usually people get to the top and they say, oh, we can go inside here.
And what else do you think, on those nights, Emily, especially at night, what do you see there that surprises you?
That surprises me.
Or that might surprise, in other words, might surprise somebody who hasn't been in a while.
Yeah, there's, the entertainment on Fridays changes week to week, and it's really diverse and interesting programming. I love seeing people utilizing the museum as a space to hang out, have good conversations, have good chats with friends. We see a lot of first dates. It's a great first date venue.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, strolling the galleries and taking in the art, maybe going on a more formal program like a tour, but also just really soaking in the experience and enjoying the atmosphere. And that's really lovely to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing, if I talk to friends and they're like, you're taking your kids to the museum, because they think of it as this quiet and formal place, and it's not. When you see the music playing just now, you see the music and it's coming alive, and that's what I love about it. And I love the environment. It's not like a lot of big cities. This is obviously one of America's largest museums, but it still is not stuck in between a lot of other buildings. So I love that about it as well.
Yeah.
And the museum is really part of the fabric of Philadelphia and here for the people of Philadelphia and the surrounding region. And so I think that these opportunities, these Pay What You Wish Wednesday nights, these Pay What You Wish Sundays, really like fling the doors open and invite a really broad group of people to come in and explore the museum maybe for the first time and make it part of their life.
Yeah, I like that. Fling the doors open. Fling them open. We're going to continue our conversation right after this here on The Dawn Show. So we're talking with Claire. I'm combining your names, Emily and Claire, about the Philadelphia Museum of Art. And there's so much going on. It's really coming alive. But there's a lot that's free or low cost. It's a place of love connections. It's a place of family connections. So if you haven't been for a while, this is one of my favorite places. And when I haven't been for a while, the kids will say, "We haven't been to the art museum in a while. We got to go." So tell me about first the tours.
So every Wednesday night, we will have an introduction to the collection tour that you can go on. And so you can just kind of look at our collection. If this is your first time to the museum, that's perfect for you to do. And then also we have museum educators and curators that are actually giving talks each week. So it's really an awesome experience that you get to talk to a lot of curators.
Nice.
Part of the museum, yeah.
And we were just showing the yoga. There's yoga.
Yeah. There's free yoga. We'll pay what you wish, free yoga. And we do it on the east balcony, which you can see. So it's amazing to kind of come up out of your downward dog and you can just kind of look at the Great Stair Hall, which is amazing. And we have about 40 people that come every week and I see the
so
same people.
nice.
It's wonderful.
And the drawing.
Yeah, and then we also have sketching in the galleries that like almost every Wednesday as well. And so you get to just kind of, we have teachers that come in and we also just have pads and anything that you might need, charcoal, pencils.
And so this is all free stuff that people
all
can
free.
just take advantage of and have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
This is so good. I don't know why anybody wouldn't go this Wednesday or this Friday night, right? Make a love connection, or if you have a love, bring your love, right?
Yeah.
And what's your website again? I know we've been showing it, but just say it.
It's philamuseum.org.
Okay.
PHILA museum.org.
So the people, if you have any questions or whatever, people,
Absolutely.
you can always just look it up and check out what's the listing for this week or what's going on or the schedule, the hours. Obviously, you're closed on Mondays.
Yes.
The only day you're closed.
Only
Yeah.
day we're closed, though the Rodin Museum is open on Mondays.
Well, and that's the other thing. You're in a museum community, so it's like Museum Row,
Absolutely.
which is fun. People can make a
Right.
day of that if they want. So, what's your favorite thing? Can I ask each of you? What is your favorite thing at the Philadelphia Museum of Art? I've shared obviously the nights.
Right. Your Arms and Armor. I love the period rooms at the museum. So I love the medieval portal and cloister. I love those spaces where you just feel like you can instantly travel back in time and be immersed in a different environment.
You can get lost. And for you, Claire?
I love the Indian Temple Hall, honestly. Again, it's amazing. You feel like you're in a completely different country. It's
Well,
wonderful.
I just love it. And thank you so much for sharing, especially what's new, what's free at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Emily and Claire, thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
I'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 in the morning, right here on WMCN TV. Have a good one.